What if I told you your body can trigger a transformation so powerful that people spend thousands of dollars chasing it through supplements, hormone clinics, and prescriptions, yet it begins with one ordinary food already in your fridge? Not a detox, not a fad diet. Just one simple habit repeated every morning for 30 days. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this single food quietly rewires your metabolism, sharpens your brain, and stabilizes your hunger in ways most people never experience. This protocol is deceptively simple: eating 5 whole eggs every morning for 30 consecutive days. That's it. No powders, no pills, no complicated rules. Yet this small commitment initiates a cascade of biological changes that modern medicine often overlooks. Eggs have been misunderstood for decades, painted as a dietary villain due to outdated assumptions. But emerging research reveals a very different reality. When consumed consistently and prepared correctly, eggs function as a biological signal telling your body to stabilize energy, regulate appetite, and repair itself at the cellular level. The discomfort surrounding eggs didn't come from solid science, it came from fear. For years, dietary cholesterol was blamed for heart disease without fully understanding how cholesterol actually behaves in the body. Large population studies later revealed something unexpected. People who consumed eggs regularly experienced fewer cardiovascular events than those who avoided them. The body doesn't treat cholesterol from whole foods as a threat. Instead, it adjusts production automatically. This self-regulating system means the problem was never eggs. It was the misunderstanding of biology. However, not all eggs are equal. The quality of the egg determines whether this experiment benefits you or backfires. Supermarket labels like cage-free and free-range are marketing terms with minimal nutritional significance. What actually matters is pasture-raised. Chickens raised on pasture consume insects, plants, and sunlight, factors that directly affect the nutrient profile of their eggs. These eggs contain higher levels of vitamin D, omega-3 fats, and antioxidants that factory-farmed eggs simply cannot replicate. You can see this difference instantly. Factory eggs have pale yellow yolks that look dull and lifeless. Pasture-raised eggs crack open with deep orange yolks that appear vibrant and rich. That color isn't cosmetic, it's a nutritional fingerprint. It reflects higher carotenoid content, stronger fat composition, and greater antioxidant density. This matters because many of the benefits associated with eggs come specifically from the yolk. Without it, the protocol loses much of its power. Once quality is locked in, the transformation begins quickly. Within the first week, most people experience a dramatic reduction in hunger. Cravings fade, energy becomes steady. The constant mental noise demanding snacks disappears. This isn't discipline, it's chemistry. Eggs deliver a precise balance of protein and fat that stabilizes blood sugar and triggers powerful satiety hormones. Instead of spiking insulin and crashing energy, your body finally enters a state of metabolic calm. Calories are abundant, but nutrition is scarce. Highly processed breakfasts flood the bloodstream with sugar, forcing insulin to surge. That surge overcorrects, dropping blood sugar too low and triggering stress hormones that demand more food. This cycle repeats all day. Eggs interrupt this loop entirely. With minimal impact on blood sugar, they keep insulin low and stable, allowing the body to access stored fat and maintain consistent energy. 5 whole eggs provide roughly 30 grams of complete protein and over 25 grams of healthy fat. This ratio is critical. It stimulates satiety hormones like peptide YY, which signal to the brain that nutritional needs are met. When this signal is strong, appetite shuts down naturally. No cravings, no crashes, just sustained focus. Many people are shocked by how effortlessly they stop thinking about food once their body receives proper nutrients. By the second week, the most noticeable changes occur in the brain. Eggs are the richest natural source of choline, a nutrient most people lack. Choline is required to produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter essential for memory, learning, and focus. Without it, cognitive fog sets in. Concentration slips. Recall weakens. 5 eggs deliver nearly double the recommended daily intake of choline, effectively restoring the brain's chemical messaging system. As acetylcholine production increases, mental clarity improves. Tasks feel manageable again. Focus lasts longer. Mental fatigue fades. At the same time, pasture-raised eggs supply DHA, a highly bioavailable omega-3 fat critical for brain structure. The brain is largely composed of fat, and DHA strengthens neuron membranes, improving signal transmission. Unlike plant-based omega-3 South, DHA from eggs requires no conversion, it's ready for immediate use. This combination often leads to reduced anxiety and more stable mood. Many people describe it as emotional grounding rather than stimulation. Additionally, eggs contain lutein and zeaxanthin antioxidants that accumulate in the retina. These compounds protect the eyes from blue light damage caused by screens. Over time, they support visual acuity and reduce oxidative stress, contributing to long-term eye health. Week 3 introduces another powerful effect: muscle preservation and recovery. Not all protein is equal. The concept of biological value measures how efficiently protein is converted into tissue. Eggs rank higher than nearly every other protein source. Nearly half of the protein consumed from whole eggs is used directly for repair and growth, far surpassing protein powders and plant-based alternatives. This efficiency matters as muscle naturally declines with age. Muscle loss drives weakness, fatigue, and metabolic slowdown. Eggs slow this process by delivering amino acids in a form the body readily uses. Removing the yolk undermines this benefit. The yolk contains nutrients that improve protein utilization and buffer insulin response. Whole eggs maintain an anabolic environment without promoting fat storage. As recovery improves, fat loss becomes easier. Insulin stability allows fat cells to release stored energy while muscle remains protected. This combination, fat loss without muscle loss, is rare and highly desirable. Eggs accomplish it naturally by aligning with human physiology rather than fighting it. By week 4, the cholesterol conversation resurfaces, but this time with clarity. Cholesterol is not an enemy. It's a structural molecule essential for cell membranes, hormones, and repair. The liver produces most cholesterol internally and adjusts output based on dietary intake. For most people, eating cholesterol does not raise blood cholesterol in harmful ways. Heart disease correlates more strongly with inflammation than cholesterol levels. Cholesterol is delivered to damaged arteries as a repair mechanism. Blaming cholesterol for cardiovascular disease is a misunderstanding of cause and effect. Additionally, whole food fats shift LDL particles toward larger, less harmful forms, reducing actual risk despite changes in lab numbers. Cholesterol is also the raw material for hormones. Testosterone, estrogen, progesterone, and cortisol all depend on it. When dietary fat and cholesterol are insufficient, hormone production suffers. Consistent egg consumption restores supply, allowing hormonal systems to stabilize. Many people report improved energy, strength, mood, and resilience as a result. There's also a genetic factor. A large portion of the population carries variations that impair homocysteine metabolism. Elevated homocysteine damages blood vessels and predicts heart disease more accurately than cholesterol. Eggs contain bioavailable B vitamins and choline that support this detoxification pathway, something synthetic supplements often fail to do effectively. Preparation matters. Overcooking eggs oxidizes cholesterol and destroys delicate nutrients. The goal is gentle heat and soft yolks. Soft-boiled, poached, or low-heat scrambled eggs preserve fat structure and maximize absorption. Creamy texture is not preference, it's chemistry. After 30 days, the body recalibrates. Hunger normalizes, energy stabilizes. Cognitive performance improves. Hormones rebalance. Inflammation decreases. This isn't a diet, it's a biological reset. Food becomes information again, not just fuel. Eggs send signals to build, repair, and thrive. This content is for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace medical advice. Individual responses may vary based on health conditions, genetics, and lifestyle. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making significant dietary changes, especially if you have existing medical conditions or concerns. Thanks for watching. If this breakdown helped you understand how food truly affects the body, support the channel by liking and subscribing. More science-based nutrition deep dives are coming next, breaking down foods that quietly transform your health when used correctly.